Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Live a Thousand Lives. My name's Janaea. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been coming around for a while, thank you so much for joining me once again. Today, oh, I forgot. Hang on, just a second. Okay, I'm back. Had to get my house pen because this is the read-a-thon I've been waiting for. The O.w.ls Magical Read-a-thon. Let's get into this. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a proud Hufflepuff. I even made my own wand in my house colors. I know it's not like traditional, but it was fun, and this is the only wand I own right now. But I am a proud Hufflepuff. I am going to be putting up videos, I think, of me retaking the test and then my kids and my husband taking the test in the month of April because of the O.w.ls Read-a-thon. So, this time, the O.w.ls Read-a-thon, if you don't know, G from the Book Roast created. And she is amazing. I'm going to leave her channel and her announcement video down below for you. But she has gone above and beyond. She is just amazing. I absolutely love her. Thank you, G, for making this read-a-thon. So, she created us a booklet of like careers we could go in and like what classes we would need for that career and everything. And I chose Wandmaker. Yeah, that's right. Wandmaker. Because this is just what sounds interesting to me right now. It's the one that called to me the most. And I've always found it interesting how they make wands. So she's put like a picture here, and a little summary. And then you have what you need for your owls right here. And what you'll need for your newts. And then there's even like a job posting and all of that stuff. So Ollivander will be taking an apprentice in 2020, and that better be me. Right? Right. So, for the Wandmaker, I have a set of 5 books, because there's 5 different classes. However, there are 12 classes total, and I have picked a book, technically 2, for each prompt, or each class. So, I'm going to go over what my Wandmaker needs first, because those are my highest priority books, and then I'll go over the other books. The first thing for being a Wandmaker is you need ancient runes, which this was to pick a retelling. So I went on Twitter and Instagram, and I asked you guys out of 4 books which one I should read, and the winner ended up being Cinder by Marissa Meyer. Now, I loved Heartless by Marissa Meyer, so I'm hoping I will love this. The problem and the reason I haven't gotten into this is I don't like cyborgs very much, and I don't like robots very much. I believe that if anything is going to have an apocalypse, it will be cyborgs, it will be robots. They are going to wipe us out. If it's going to be like a zombie or whatever, it'll be them. It'll be the robots that take us out. My opinion. This will be the read that you guys chose that I will be reading for Ancient Runes. And I'm so excited and a little bit nervous. The next book is Arithmancy, which was to read a works by more than one author. For this, I have 2 books. So, funny story about this. I could not choose. I had like 4 or 5 books per category. I had like 4 or 5 books for each category. So, I had my husband pick a stack, and then I picked a stack. That way I can, because I've been more of a mood reader lately instead of a TBR follower. So, this way, I have choices. So, I'm just going to list them all. No, I'm not going to read all 24 of these. This is just my options, okay? I'm only planning on reading 12, okay? So, the first one my husband chose is Sparked by Helena Eichlin and Melina Waterus. This is about a 15-year-old girl who wakes up to find her older sister missing. And then she starts having these reoccurring nightmares, that her sister was abducted. No one takes her seriously. And then she discovers something about a dark prophecy that involves a new boy in town. So, super interested. I've had this for a while. I actually won this on Goodreads a long time ago, probably 2 years ago, and I still have not read it. Whoops. But I am really, really excited to read it, and it's not that long, so I'm hoping this will work. The other option for that is Otherworld by Jason Segel and Kristen Miller. Now, I saw this, and I love Jason Segel, and I had put this on a couple different prompts through this whole thing because I really wanted to read it. My husband's like, I don't know if you're actually going to like this. It's futuristic, blah, blah, blah. But this kind of reminds me of Unplugged, the sci-fi series that I really fell in love with last year. So I'm hoping that I love this just as much, but I do have some reservations because it is written by an actor. But who knows? He's pretty funny, so we'll see. So that is the second choice for arithmancy. The next prompt for my Wandmaker studies is Care of Magical Creatures. I had so many books with animals on the cover, you guys. So many. I think I had a stack of 10, and we got it down to 2. The first one, the one my husband chose, and the one I really wanted to read, is When the Elephants Fly by Nancy Richardson Fisher. This is a library book, but there's birds on the cover up here. They're a land animal, so yeah, I should have specified it's a land animal. But anyway, this also has to do with elephants, so it has to do with land animals, and there's birds on the cover, so it counts because birds are a land animal. This is about a girl who believes she's developing schizophrenia. Her mother had tried to kill her as a kid, and then she reads a news article about an elephant who tried to kill its baby, and it kind of brings up emotions for her and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to read this. So excited to read this. So this is going to be hard when I have to go to pick this one. Is A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavalario. My husband had a really hard time finding the land animal, but it's up here. It's the snake in the car. Or the bag. Snake in the bag, not a car. This is a Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson retelling about their granddaughters, stuff like that. So I'm really excited to start the series. I know some people like it, some people don't, but it kind of sounds like my cup of tea. So I'm excited to try that as well. The next one is Charms, and that's read an adult book. Now, for this one, I have 3, but I think I'm probably going to end up reading the first one I'm going to show you. And that's because I won it in a Goodreads, and Berkeley Penguin Random House sent it to me, but it's an ARC, and it's called The Missing Years by Lexi Elliott. It comes out on April 23rd, so I kind of want to read this and get a review up for them. This says, an eerie old Scottish manor in the middle of nowhere has just become hers. Alicia Calder has inherited half of a house. The other half belongs to a man who disappeared without a trace 27 years ago. Her father. If that doesn't oh my gosh, enough, I'll keep reading. Leaving London behind to settle the inheritance, Alicia returns to her childhood home. Nestled among the craggy peaks of the Scottish Highlands, joined by the half-sister who's almost a stranger to her, Alicia can't escape the claustrophobic feeling that the house itself is watching her, as if her past hungers to consume her. She also can't ignore how the neighborhood animals refuse to set foot within the gates of the garden. When the first nighttime intruder shows up, Alicia fears the manor's careless, rugged beauty could cost her everything. Sounds so good to me. So, this will probably be the one that I read, and I get to start Charms today. My TBR is going up late. But today is March 29th, And I got 3 days extra credit for Charms, the last Charms magical readathon we had over Christmas. So I got 3 extra days, so I need to start this tonight. The other 2 that I could choose, and I want to read too, are If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This I don't know much about, except for someone went to jail for murder and people aren't sure he actually committed the murder. It has to do with Shakespeare, which I don't like Shakespeare that much, but everyone swears by this and thinks it's so good, so I want to give it a shot. And then the other one I could pick is The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torr. I've been wanting to read this for a while. It seems good, right up my alley. I know it's about a girl who doesn't leave her house because she wants to murder people. That's all I know. So the last class that I need to have for Wandmaker is Herbology. For this, I have 2 books, but I had tons of books. Tons of books with plants on them. The first one my husband picked out was Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, which is what I really want to read. But I have so many long books, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all of these. But Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. There's leaves and, vines and stuff. So, this is about a girl who goes to a private school because she's good at solving crimes. And she's trying to solve a crime that happened a long time ago to the Academy's wife and daughter. That's pretty much what I know. The next one it's a library book, and it's small, so I might do this one instead, but I don't know, because I really want to read that. And that's A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. This is, I didn't realize that a Monster Calls was a, illustrated book. I did not realize that until I went to get it. It looks pretty creepy, though. So, but it's only I don't know, 200 pages or something. Yeah, 204. So, this would be a good one to put in for a readathon. So, there's trees and a crop field and bushes and stuff, so kind of counts. Plus, the monster kind of looks like a plant. But, yeah, there's plants. Okay, so now on to the extra classes that I could do. The first one is Astronomy, which needs to have the word star in the title. I have only 2 books. I have only 2 books on my shelves with the word star in it. How, I don't know. But that would be The Shadow Behind the Stars by Rebecca Hahn. I've put this on multiple TBRs last year, never read it. It's a beautiful cover. The premise sounds interesting. It's about the fates and how they have to cut lives and whatever, but then they stumble upon a girl and take her in as one of their own, and they're not supposed to. Anyway, that's about all I know. It sounds really good. I don't know why I keep pushing away from it. So that's one. The other one is someone I haven't gotten into in a while, and that's Nora Roberts' Stars of Fortune, Book 1 in the Guardians trilogy. Now, I love Nora Roberts. I don't know why I've been avoiding this series for so long. Probably because no one really talks about Nora Roberts on BookTube, and I've been trying to read what everyone else reads. Well, you know what? I love her, so there you go. I don't know what this is about. It's about, to celebrate the rise of their new queen, 3 goddesses of the moon create 3 stars, one of fire, one of ice, and one of water. But then they fell from the sky, putting the fate of all the worlds in danger. And now the 3 women and 3 men join forces to pick up the pieces. What I love about her books is that normally, the human race isn't dependent upon, one person. It's dependent on 3 women and 3 men. Most of her books are. Not all of them, but most of them. And I love that because then it doesn't just put it on, oh, it's a male or oh, it's a female. This is a group of people that have to work together to save the world. So the next one, I'm not happy about these choices. I'm going to be honest. Well, one of them I am. But Defense Against the Dark Arts is the next one. And it was a book that starts with the letter R. I have 3 3. And the doesn't count, so it's like if it was like the ruining or, you know, the red coat or whatever. The does not count. So, the 2 books I have, my husband chose The Ruining by Anna Collymore. I'm not even sure what this is about, to be honest with you. Annie Phillips is thrilled to leave her past behind and begin a shiny new life on Beldery Island as a nanny for a picture-perfect Cohen family. In no time at all, she falls in love with the Cohens, especially with Libby, the beautiful young matriarch of the family. Life is better than she ever imagined when she finds romance with the boy next door. Obviously, stuff goes wrong. All too soon, cracks appear in Annie's seemingly perfect world. She's blamed for mistakes she doesn't remember making. Her bedroom door becomes unhinged, and she feels like she's always being watched. Libby, who once felt like the big sister, is suddenly cold and unforgiving. As she struggles to keep up with her demands of her new life, Annie's fear gives way to frightening hallucinations. Is she tumbling into madness, or is something sinister at play? Yeah, I have no idea. I think I won this one on Goodreads as well a couple years ago. It was released in February of 2013. I've never heard anyone talk about this. It seems interesting, but it's a thriller. I'm sure. Maybe it's paranormal. I don't know. We'll see if I choose to read it. The next one will be a reread for me, and that is Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. Now, this is a long book, but I love this book. I listened to this on audiobook last time, and I might do that again if I can get it. But I love this book. It is so stinking cute. This is about a girl named Ramona who is sure of only 3 things in her life. She likes girls, she's fiercely devoted to her family, and she's destined for something bigger than the trailer she calls home. However, her sister's pregnant, and all the responsibility seems to be weighing on Ramona. Anyway, it's a really cute coming-of-age story. You should check it out if you haven't already. So the next one is Divination, and that's set in the future. Now, I've had a lot of books set in the future recently, which is weird because I don't normally like them, but hey. My husband chose Scythe, which I was supposed to read a while ago, by Neil Shusterman. This is about how we have no more war, no more disease, no hunger, no misery. We've conquered all of those things, and now the only way you can die is by a scythe. And they choose who lives and dies, apparently. So yeah, this is a long book, but I've been excited to read this. I just haven't picked it up yet. The next one is a graphic novel, because you gotta have some of those in here somewhere, called Skyward. And this is how one day gravity on Earth suddenly disappears, and we have to adjust to life on Earth without gravity. So, that's what that one's about. The next one is History of Magic, and this is a book published at least 10 years ago. Me and my husband kind of fought about this one, to be honest. He wants me to read The Giver by Lois Lowry, which one of my favorite books is also by her, Number the Stars. Great book, by the way, which I own. What am I thinking? I might use that one, Number the Stars, for the star one. Wow, I'm a dork. This is a short book. I've seen the movie. I've never read the book. Go figure. I liked the movie, but I know that a lot of people say the book is better, so maybe I'll give it a shot. It's only 180 pages, so this would be a good one to read for a read-a-thon. It was, I believe it was 1993, so it's way older than 10 years. Yeah, 1993. The next one is the one I really, really want to read this month. Like, will be a reread for me, but I really want to read it, you guys. And that is Rick Riordan's The Lightning Thief. So here's the deal. I need to reread all of them, because I have not read Magnus Chase. I have not read Trials of Apollo yet. So I want to reread them and get to them and, yeah, be all caught up. So I wanted to start over and the nostalgia, and I love this. So this was released in 2005, so it is older than 10 years, which makes me go, wow, because I graduated in '04, and I didn't realize this came out right after I graduated. So yeah. But anyway, so that's a possibility as well. Muggle Studies is next, and that is a contemporary. I have so many. I had like a stack of 15, I think. But the one that my husband chose is a brand new one to me, which, by the way, some of these are, you'll see them in a haul video soon. And that is The Girl Who Fell from the Sky by Heidi W. Duro. So I don't know a lot about this. This is about a girl, Rachel, and her mother is Danish and a black GI. Becomes the sole survivor of a family tragedy after a fateful morning on a Chicago rooftop. Forced to move to a new strange city with her strict African-American grandmother as her new guardian, Rachel is thrust for the first time into a mostly black community where her light brown skin, startling blue eyes, and beauty bring a consistent stream of attention her way. It's there, as she grows up and tries to swallow her grief, that she comes to understand the mystery and tragedy of her mother might be connected to her own uncertain identity. Raised by her mother to think of herself as white, Rachel is now expected to act black. And all the while, she keeps asking herself why she has to be defined by her skin, and whether labels say more about who she is or more about a world that attempts to brand her as black or white. So this sounds really good to me. It's not very long, less than 300 pages, so this would be a good choice. This was also the one I really wanted to read that he chose, so good for him. The next one I chose just to put on here because I feel like I need to read it because everyone loves it is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Abertali. I still have not read this, you guys. I loved The Upside of Unrequited. It's still one of my favorite books. This one isn't too long, so I don't know why I haven't read it yet. It's only 300 pages. Like, come on, Janaea. I don't know why I'm stalling. And I feel like I will like it a lot, but I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Anyway, this is what it is. I know most people know what this is about, so I'm not going to go into it because I know most people know already. 2 more classes. So Potions is the next, and that is to read the next in a series. This was super hard because I had like 5. My husband chose Crazy Map of Days by Ransom Riggs. There is no way I'm going to get through this, you guys. You guys know me. There is no way. How am I supposed to get through this book? And all these other ones. My husband is out of his mind. Out of his mind, you guys. I want to read this. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want to. It's that this is huge. And my reading has been in the dumps. Like, March, I think I read 2 books. Like, and March isn't even over. So, guys, I don't know about this one. This is what my husband chose. We'll see. We shall see. The one I want to read is The Caged Queen by Kristen Cicelario. Does this say a companion to the last one? I'm sorry, not a continuation? What? Hang on. Hold everything. I don't think this counts. Uh-oh. Does this count? Do I need to pick something else? Crap. For now, we're going to go with this. If you think this counts as a continuation, let me know. If it doesn't count, I will probably end up trying to read Map of Days. This is bad for me. But anyway, this was the next one. I could use one of these other books down here. So we'll see. The next one is Transfiguration, which is sprayed edges or a red cover. Now, I have lots of red covers. Well, not a lot, but I had a few. I've used 2 already. And I have 1 sprayed edge. I'm going to show you. So the only sprayed edge book, or books that I have, is this series, which I hate. I know everyone loves this. I don't understand it. I don't understand why people like this so much. This is an unpopular opinion. I know I'm going to get like hate mail or whatever. Maybe I need to reread this. I don't know. But I'm not reading this for this readathon. It is too big. So, not doing that. So the books that I chose were going to be Hunting Prince Dracula, because there's red all around the cover, by Carrie Maniscalco, which I could also use for the next in a series, because I haven't read this yet. So this could work for that. Or, and this is another one of those that isn't a full red cover, but it works, is Feverborn by Karen Marie Moning. This is also a continuation, or the next in a series that I need to read. So this would also work. This is also a honking huge book. So we'll see if I...